Okay guys, a bit late in, but I noticed RWB didn't have any commentators, so I've literally just rushed upstairs, got it all sorted out with 14 minutes to go in race 1 of event 4. Let's get it off auto director. Don't want to watch that, do we? Let's watch who's up front. Look at that. The man from Ireland, Clive Britton, hasn't turned a wheel in any sim at all in 2 months, and just like Michael Schumacher, steps back in the car and is already a second ahead of championship leader, I think, Ralph Varela. And look at those two already, 2.5 seconds ahead of Jack Camiletto, David Dorr, Andre Bergsman, Rigel up there in 6th, Lecken 7th, Wood 8th, Kuznets, Audi in 10th, Mad Al in 11th, Gretschel 12th, Hodgson, Alwins. Don't make it easy for me, do you guys? Rick Spinnersley down in 15th, John Charger, Rude Dennis 18th, Marco 19th, Herb 20th. RWB Audi getting some slowdown penalties for cutting the track. Easy to do here. Klaus Schneider down in 22nd. What's happened to Klaus? We missed that one, didn't we? So obviously something's happened to race winner at the last event. Klaus Schneider down there in 22nd. He will be spitting feathers after that, no doubt. As you can see, Arella chasing down Britton ahead of Camiletto, Dorr. Battle back between Bergsma and Rigel. Battling for 5th. And while you watch that, I'm just going to copy this link and share it to a few Discords so everyone knows it's going on. Where are we? RRL. Ba 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 ba. Talk amongst yourselves. Right, that's that done. Admin's done, so there we go. I can close that down for a minute. So yeah, Bergsma got Rigel right behind. We love an on board, so let's go on board with Rigel. Look at that for you right-hand drive freaks. It's like we're driving. Autodrome Most, one of the nicest challenging circuits to drive. You can cut curbs like that, like Rigel's done, and get all the right lines. There's plenty of time to be found here. Bergsma, you can see, being a little bit more cautious with his lines and keeping it on the black stuff. Ever the surgeon, Andre Bergsma. Arella's got the gap down to half a second now to Britton. Mr. Turvin just starts to eke out some times. Last time round, 1:32.3s from both of them, and their fastest laps by, well, a tenth or so from Dorr actually, 1:32.4, David Dorr. So all picking up pace a little bit here. The top 4 in the 32s, everyone else in the 33s and down. So those 4, as Rigel clatters through the transmission. You can see he's got Marcel Lecken and Nigel Wood taking an interest in what goes on as well. With Britton from Arella, Camiletto, Dorr, Bergsma, Rigel, Lecken, Wood. That's the first 8. You can see the 4 of them, 5, 6, 7, 8 there in your picture. Gap back then to Kuznetsy. I'm going to call him that because that fits my tongue really well. RWB Audi, 10th. Slow down limits coming thick and fast. Mad Allen 11th. We've got a bit of a battle back further in the field. Matt Hodgson, Alwyn and Rick Binnersley all taking a big interest in 13th position. Oh, and Hodgson gets that tight on that chicane. So easy to do as you look for a decent line. Binnersley's taken a advantage of that and nicked a place. He's up to 14th and now chases down Hodgson. it's like a really tight, like a maggot section up that top end of Autodrome most, and if you don't get it right for turns 1, 2, 3, it's about 5 turns in a row you need to get right. If you get one of them wrong, like Hodgson did there, you will end up somewhere in the gravel on one of the corners, and that's exactly what he found, but Binnersley didn't. Rich Jones unfortunately disqualified, missed his drive-through, so unfortunately Rich Jones has been black flagged and will be in the pits. Binnersley having a good look this time on Matt Hodgson. He's going to look at the inside as they go into the penultimate corner. And here into the final corner, Hodgson keeps the place, and I'll go thundering down the straight towards the chicane at turn 1. Bergsma and Rigel still all together. Those two, a little bit of a gap between them, and Nigel Wood's got past Marcel Lecken in that first corner as well, so there's a battle between Britton and Arella. Hodgson and Binnersley still at it. Yeah, they come up to that section of corners, see if Hodgson can get it right this time. Go on board and you'll see exactly what I mean. Get this one right. Halfway through the sections here, this one. There we go, and then round. Get it right for this tight right-hander. Keep as close to that inside curb as you can. This is currently the closest battle on track to top 4 again in the 32s. In fact, Camaletto in the 33 is just dropping off slightly there. Now 3.6 behind Arella as he just starts to fall back into the clutches of David Dorr. Rude Dennis and Marco having a good old fight back here as well. This is Marco in 18th, Rude Dennis behind him in the blue and green car in 19th. Just ahead of them, that's Charger. They're fighting over 17th position. And he's going to have another look on Hodgson down the straight into the chicane at turn 1. Takes the inside line, but not much room there unless you go in deep there. That was Alwyn behind. They're going to go through that section. Meanwhile, up ahead, Audi on Timo. I don't know if they're teammates, certainly same livery as you can see. And they're bringing it close. And battles really through the field now, it's all getting a bit close. Klaus Schneider making his way back up through the field, still struggling at the back there. Car doesn't look damaged, so he must have just had it off somewhere. He's going to have a couple the inside here, one of the back markers. But these cars so well matched. Even no disrespect to Yar Erb there, but taking Schneider a few corners to get that one done, but he does. Schneider up to 20th rather. Rigel's got past Bergsma, and now Bergsma finds Nigel Wood and Marcel Lecken bearing down on him. Rigel starts to chase down David Dorr in 4th. Up front, Britton and Arella, still that half second separates them. Let's have a look from Marcel Lecken's point of view. That's Bergsma in the white car. You can see the front of these two. Nigel Wood immediately in front as Rigel disappears off into the distance, and you can see the leaders far in the distance. Oh, go with time that. Get your pocket goes. I lose a rib. Marcel keeping the guys honest here. On the main straight though, Britton and Arella. Arella just sizing up Clive Britton here. Both again in the 32s as they go over the line, so all on the mediums. The first 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cars all on the mediums. Marcel Lecken on the softs. There's 4 minutes to go. Is Marcel going to start losing a bit of grip in those, or they're going to keep going? Let's find out. Yep, just 4 drivers decided to take the soft tyre in race 1. Lecken, Kuznetsky, Gretschel and Charger as well on the soft, so nobody else being a little bit more conservative on that medium tyre. Clive Britton, couple of laps to go. He's around the top end of the circuit. Arella desperately trying to get on terms here. Getting closer and closer and closer, but that clock is running out as they cross the line. 2 more laps to go. Britton, Arella, Camaretto was having a race on his own in 3rd, but David Dorr now starting to get interested. That's 3rd and 4th. Behind them, obviously, Rigel sneaking away from Bergsma, Wood and Lecken. That's those 4 there, you can see. Big gap back then to Audi, Kuznetsky, Maddow, Dirk Gretschel, Binnersley, who's pulled away from Hodgson now. John D back there in 15th, Charger 16th. Still having a massive battle back there with Marco, Rude, Dennis and Alwyn. Oh, Alwyn goes wide. Not too wide though. Won't lose too much down the straight. So 4 of them plough down to turn 1. Nice driving from all 4 of them there. No rear-ended late braking manoeuvres. Yellow flag. Oh, it's gone past it. Whoever it was, it's back on. Nigel Bergson, Wood and Lecken are okay, so I'm not sure who it was, but there was certainly a yellow flag showing. Audi really pushing Marcel Lecken as Marcel's tyres start to scream. Those soft tyres, I think, I've just about had it. Marcel struggling. Just 1 more lap to go for him. There's a sparks fly. I hope that's not the rims. Marcel hangs on to 8th for his final lap as we go on to the final tour. Let's just watch the leader. Clive Britton, like I said, literally took 2 months sabbatical as he enjoyed his Christmas and his 21st birthday. Yeah, you can send me the money later, Clive. Took 2 months off, jumped back in the sim, literally no practice. And the other people just shake their heads. Guy's got so much talent, it's so good to see. Clive Britton, Ralph Arella, 7-time champion at RR Leagues. Can do nothing about the Irishman. As they come down to the final few corners. Britton and Arella. Camaretto's got David Dorr right behind him as well. As they come up to the final 2 corners, it's going to be Clive Britton from Arella. I don't think any mistakes from these 2. They're as consistent as you like. Britton's going to cross the line first. Ralph Arella 2nd. Camaretto and Arella are going to finish that way as well, 3rd and 4th. Nice driving from all those 4. Congratulations, Clive. Rigel's going to come in for a well-deserved 5th there, 40 off the likes of Bergsma and Wood. And he goes through. Unfortunately, Marcel lost the battle to Audi tyres on that Merc just giving way. So Audi takes it from Marcel Lecken. Timo Kuznetsky comes home in 10th. Maddow is going to cross the line with Dirk Gretschel right behind him. Bino is going to come home in 13th. Nice job, Rick. And then Matt Hodgson and John D are going to come home 14th and 15th. Charger is going to bring home his Merc with Marco and Alwyn right behind him. Good going, guys. Rude Dennis trundling across the line. Very sad Rude Dennis, look at that. Had enough. Ryan Pike, that was, going through. And look, Klaus Schneider. He will not be happy. Back there in 21st position. And last person to finish, Yar Herb, is going to come home. Great name. Herbs. Just keep taking the herbs. Clive Britton is your winner. Fastest lap, and I presume pole position, but I don't know. But I guess so. Ralph Varela second. Jack Caminetto takes the rest of the champagne there in third. David Dorr, well, fought in fourth. Almost got on the podium, but Jack just fought him off. Rigel there, dispatched like a Bergsma, Wood and Audi and Lecken to finish fifth. Those guys behind 6th, 7th, 8th and 9th. Kuznetsky there in 10th. Maddow 11th. Gretschel, Binnersley, Hodgson, John D, Charger, Marco, Alwyn, Dennis, Pike, Schneider and Herb. Of course, black flagged was Rich Jones for ignoring his drive-through penalty. Simon Fillingham, hello in chat. If you'd have seen how quickly I had to dash upstairs and give appropriate wordings to the missus, but bless her, she let me come and do it. So I noticed RWB didn't have any commentators and I couldn't get on their stream, so I thought, I'll just jump on here. Jim's not in the service tonight, is he? Let's get rid of that crew chief image for a start. He doesn't deserve that. Bang, there you go, you've gone. I've got to try and start race 2 now, haven't I? Let's see if we can do that before it cocks out. Don't try and do it on ABS, Martin. Do it on Raceroom. Here we go. Ba 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 ba. Should we have some in-flight music, shouldn't we? Nope, still switching sessions. Come on, we've only got 50 seconds to go. Give it another 20. Give it another refresh. Right, come on. Don't get this shit on Sky Sports, do you? I don't see David Croft and John. You didn't see Johnny Herbert doing this, let's be honest. Yeah, oh, I thought I had it then. Thought we had it. Yep, there we go. We're in. Let's hope you haven't missed the start. Let's hope we haven't missed anything interesting. It's been a while. I didn't watch the last race. Obviously saw the results. Didn't watch the last race, so I'm not sure what qualifying or so what grid positions the drivers take. I presume it's from race 1 for race 2, but we'll soon find out. There's Yar Herb, rather. Oh, there's a 4-minute warm-up. There's me panicking. Got a warm-up session. I know, Si, I was a bit panicking there, I got to admit. Nothing like commentating 4 corners in when you've missed the start. Oh, anyway, there we go. The first time I've had to actually calm down since I turned the PC on. It's been on autopilot, getting streams sorted out, buttons pressed, settings sorted without making mistakes. Went on to autopilot, but we got there, we're there. We're all good. So, see if I missed anything in chat after that last race. Give you some quotes from the drivers. Clive Britton, these races are so intense, I always wonder how I'm going to do double it again. So bashful, the man, isn't he? A little bit of camaraderie between Jack and David there. Scary pace he was worried about was old Jack Camletto from David Dorr, but yeah, he held on to it, so it looks like David Dorr missed his grid start by the looks of it as well, so we missed that at the start. Oh, sigh, don't. I'm blushing as it is. I'm actually roasting in this room. I've got no... can't reach my window. And it's freezing outside anyway. I've got layers of clothes on from walking the dog, so... I just realised I'm baking. So, excuse me while I just take my shirt... No, I've got two shirts on. Excuse me while I take a shirt off. That was hilarious. I literally said I'm taking my shirt on. We lost 2 viewers. Come back. I've put it back on. Ugh. So, we looked at Yara, but who's on track? Let's go and have a look. Who's driving? Rick Binners, he's about to take out the tyres. Oh no, he's doing a bit of demonstration driving. Bit of sponsorship there for Tobacco. My dad used to have Tobacco aftershave, actually. Back in the day. Back in 1995. Oh. Rick's obviously seen a bar. Got any slush puppies, mate? No. Next grid slot then. Wait, mate, you got any? It's a decent Friday night for Rick, this. Just standard. So yeah, as I said in chat, yeah, I don't know what happened to Klaus. He was at the back when I turned the stream on, so I don't know what happened. But yeah, Ralph Varela must be about to win his 8th title, despite the efforts of Clive Britton. Ralph Varela could be your man. Unfortunately, in warm-up, I can't change the driver view, so all you've got at the moment is the herb. Hey, Charger. Sorry I couldn't get on your stream, mate. I didn't know how to make it all work, so given that time and everything that I had, I just thought I'd jump on here. I hope you don't mind. Clock's just ticking down to the launch of race 2. Well, the grid for race 2 anyway. There we go. Oh, red lights are going already. Happy days. Clive Britton obviously on pole. Red lights are on. Red lights are on. Now they get extinguished. Great start from Camaletto there. Look at that. Wow. Jack turned his... Oh, big accident at the back there. That might have been Rick Binnersley, you know. But as they go into turn 1, it looks like Jack Camaletto is nicked into the lead there. What a start from Jack. Wow. He's David Dorr in P3, Arella in P2. Britain already shoved down to P4. There is winner of race 1. Rudely pushed down to 4th position as they come through. The snake behind them. This is where Raceroom needs an aerial cam. Bergs were back in 6th behind Rigel as they finished race 1. The front 4 are literally away. Bergs are having a really good look this time on Rigel. Has he got up the inside here? I think he has. Not rude from Rigel, but certainly firm. As the first 4 go through, Camaletto, Arella, Dorr, Britain. Up the inside there was Audi having a look at Wood. That was rude. Wood lets him go. As they go side by side. Let's have a look at it from Nigel Wood's point of view. In fact, that's Audi, that's Wood on the outside of him, sorry. So 2 of them are going to go down to turn 1 side by side. And they keep the cars there. They do. Side by side they go through there. Something's going to have to give, and there it is. Audi's giving it to Nigel Wood. So Wood ahead of Audi there through that first complex. Further back in the field, Dennis, Gretschel, John D and Irv having a good old battle. Binners is down in 22nd. It was Binners there at the start. We saw the Tobacco car hit the inside wall. That's Binno. Klaus Schneider's up to 14th from the back, so taking a few places following that, a few incidents. But up front, Camaletto still leads from Arella. Small gap back to Dorr and Britain. Long race this one, 37 minutes to go, so plenty of time. And they'll be biding their time. Camaletto will try and pull out away from Arella, but you saw in race 1, Arella and Britain had the pace, and even at the end, Dorr was catching Jack. So Jack's got his hands full here at the start of race 2. But he leads to go on to lap 3. Camaletto, Arella, Dorr, Britain, Rigel back in 5th from Bergsma, Wood, Audi and Madal. Lekken's down to 10th, Kuznetsky and Charger following him. There those two are. That is Marcel Lecken. Charger just behind him. In fact, no, Kuznetsky's through. Charger's in the white car. So Lecken, Kuznetsky, Charger. Behind Charger, Schneider and Jones. Now we know how quick Klaus Schneider can be. Alwyn Gretschel, John D, Yar Erb, Ryan Pike, Marco, and then Binners Hodgson at the back of the grid. Back of the field, sorry. After that instant on the start-finish line. Front 4 all getting nice and close again. Camaletto and Arella. So you're back from Jack's Tobacco sponsored car. See the gap there. You don't really need timing to tell you it's close between Camaletto, Arella, and right behind them David Dorr and Clive Britton. Just biding their time, saving tyres no doubt. And everyone started on the medium apart from Gretschel, who's on the soft. He will have to come in and change for something more suitable. That's going to hurt Yar Erb. A little slow down penalty for him as he cuts track limits. So these 4 away behind them. Same as last race, we've got Rigel ahead of Bergsma, Wood and Audi. Just in the distance behind them comes Maddow, followed by Lecken. Lecken on the mediums this time, so she's lost a little bit of pace out of the car. Kuznetsky's behind them, from Klaus Schneider up to 12th now. That's the 2 cars you can see there, and there's a big gap back to Charger in 13th, Rich Jones 14th. In fact, there's a battle to see. Look at these guys. It still matters further down the field as they weave in the straight. Oh, that's a nasty one up the inside. Was that Gretschel? It was. Gretschel putting no punches. Let's watch it from John Dee's point of view. So 4 cars ahead. I'm about to head into a mushroom cloud in turn 1. John Dee's just got to avoid the shrapnel. Which he does. Gets drive, but can't get past Gretschel. Or can he? No, Gretschel chops the nose off there and keeps it. Meanwhile, Schneider. Sorry, different battle. That's Rich Jones. My apologies. Right behind Charger. Just looking back from Charger's bumper. 5 sharks bearing down on him. Good lines from all of them there. Oh, he says that as he bounces off the curb there behind as Jones. Look at him swapping lines all over the place. Whoa! That view's making me scared. Let's jump back. We're going to start finish race. Don't forget, it's the battle for 13th. Up ahead, that's Maddow. He's got ahead of Marcel Lecken. So Lecken pushed down to 10th now. And right behind him, Klaus Schneider. As he climbs his way through the field. Look at that, Schneider straight past Lecken there. It's a nice piece of driving from Klaus. So Klaus follows Maddow through. Schneider's up to 10th. Lecken's down to 11th. Kuznetsky's behind them in 12th. And a big gap back then to that battle we saw with Charger. You can see Charger and Jones, I think, just pulled out about a second on the battling Hornets behind. That's just giving them a little bit of breathing space. Meanwhile, up front, Arella right on the bumper of Camaretto. Is this going to be Arella's chance? Jack leaves him loads of room there, very respectful, but I think he set himself his own mistake there, Jack, by being so respectful to Arella. Arella takes full advantage, as does David Dorr, and Clive Britton about to get interested as well. He doesn't want to let Dorr get away. The top 4 all go through turn 1, side by side. Camaretto keeps it together. Both Dorr and Britton on the gravel as they come out of there. With respect to Jack though, Clive knows his battle is with Arella at front. Championship leader Ralph Arella. And that slight mistake from Jack. Very gentlemanly, but unfortunately cost him a lot of grip on the outside. He got on the marbles, went wide onto the grass, lost drive down the straight, and handed 3 positions to Arella, Dorr and Britton respectively. Maddow, Marcel Lecken, back at it. Maddow in 10th, Marcel Lecken in 11th. Remember that battle between Charger and all the others? Yeah, that's just got interesting. So that's Charger you're looking at. Gretschel's got through as Jones made a mistake there on the gravel, so all changed there. Gretschel with some pace here. Gretschel has actually been in the 133s. The other guy's still struggling around the 34s and 35s. Although fair play John D on 33 as well. But to go down the straight, Charger tries to keep Gretschel against the wall. Gretschel's having none of it, and they're going to go side by side into one. Respectful from both of them, but Gretschel's through. Nice driving, Gretschel. So Charger gives up 13th position. Out front, Arella, Dorr and Britton. Caminetto just staying with them. Well, I think it's fair to say, and no disrespect to Jack, he's having harder work doing that than the others are pulling away from him. But Jack Caminetto is a seasoned, successful racer with RRL and indeed with RWB. So these front three are not going to have it all their own way. Watch out for Jack. Meanwhile, Arella, Dorr, Britton take the lead into lap 9. Few untidy lines there from the front three. It's just allowed Jack Caminetto to crawl back onto the back of Clive Britton. So like I said, this isn't over at all. 27 minutes to go. Front of those Mercs really dipping down as they brake. Sparks flying off those front skid blocks. Little dab on the brakes from Arella as he just went through that corner, not from the others. So we're just having to settle the car, get it stable. You can see again there, despite braking in places others don't, he seems to be quicker. One, two, three, four. Arella, Dorr, Britton, Caminetto. Gap back to Rigel, who's got Bergsma and Nigel Wood breathing down his neck. Small gap then to Audi, and there's about 2 seconds in between Audi, Schneider, Lecken, Kuznetsky, Mad Al, Gretschel. In fact, 6 seconds back to Gretschel, my apologies. He's got obviously charged behind him, John D, Rude Dennis, Alwyn, Herb, Marco, Pike. He recovered at 21st. Rich Jones down there in 22nd. He was up fighting with Charge not long ago, so Rich Jones is struggling down there in 22nd. And Matt Hodgson, so a pretty decent race one, struggling down there in 23rd and last position. Well, keep an eye on this battle while it carries on. Go back, look at Rigel, Bergsma and Nigel Wood. Not quite as exciting as the front four, sorry. I've just seen first race, apparently Klaus Schneider got a false start, so obviously he wants to come in for a stop go or a drive through. I think it's a stop go in Raceroom, isn't it, for a false start? Not sure. Anyway, but that's why Klaus Schneider's race was ruined in race one. Arella, Dorr and Britton. Caminetto in 4th. So on board with Clive Britton. Having a look at David Dorr. Oh, and the brakes, front wheels skittering as they go across there. Really had to hold on to that, Andy Clive, but he did. And down they go towards 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. They come quickly at you. Klaus pushing, as you can see. Clive drifting the 190 through there. I want 190. These are C classes now. My apologies. I know I'm Mercs, I do, honestly. It's a Merc guy at work. He'll be killing me for that. So Clive biting the inside of that curve to give him a better line through the second part. The other two taking a different option. But it's as you were. Arella, Dorr and Britton. Camaletto fourth. Rigel, Bergsma, Wood, Audi, Schneider and Lecken. That's your top 10. Second gear through here for Clive Britton. And up through the gears. So you pull 140 miles an hour or so. John D and Charge. In fact, Chargers into here, pits for his stop. So Chargers in. Is that why Rich Jones was further down the field, maybe? Maybe Rich Jones came in for an early stop. Charges in the pits anyway. Arella, Dorr and Britton and Camaletto still going round. The yellow flag somewhere. I think it was Marco. As Herb gets past him. Look at the field. In fact, the front of that car. In fact, is that Herb? I think it is. The front of Yar's car looking a little bit worse for wear. Struggling to turn a few corners, as you can see. So Yar's going to find himself in trouble as they go through here, and he struggles to get that car back to the pits. Meanwhile, Arella, Dorr, Britton, Camaletto all go through. Behind them you just saw Charger on his way out of the pits, although he's just got a drive-through penalty. Oh, Charger. Speed in the pit lane. Yeah, they all come in. John D in. Behind him, it's Rude Dennis. He's in. Halfway through, so it's exactly spot on time to do it. Got a fresh set of boots. Front four though, we're all playing a little bit of chicken here. Remember how they're going to go into the pits. Arella, Dorr and Britton, I've got a feeling will be in this time round unless they've filled a bit longer, which is probably the quickest way to do it. Now they're going to go around again, as I thought. Rigel in 5th, Bergsma the tyre whisperer just behind him in 6th. So Rigel's in for his stop in 5th. Bergsman's going to go through. Take Nigel Wood with him. That looks like it's Audi in the pits as well. So Audi follows Rigel into the pits. Lecken goes through, as does Schneider. So Arella, Dorr, Britton, Camaletto, Bergsma, Wood, Schneider, Lecken, Kuznetsky yet to stop, as has Madal, but Audi, Rigel, those guys have stopped. Rich Jones as well, Charger, Rude Dennis. Those guys all in the pits and out again on fresh boots. Alfredo, like a very good fleet driver, making sure he gets all the mileage out of this set. Britain starting to get interested now in David Dorr, but he'll probably wait for the pit stops. See how those shake out. Ralph Varela on his way to championship number 8. Oh, it looks like he's in the pits. He is. Arella's in. Camaletto follows him. So Dorr and Britton go through. Arella, Camaletto make their stops. Bergsma, the tyre whisperer, he's in. Followed by Nigel Wood, followed by Klaus Schneider. So Dorr and Britton are the outliers here. In fact, Clive Britton's gone past David Dorr. Where's David Dorr? What's he done? Oh, is it an error from David Dorr? I hope him and Clive didn't have a coming together. Clive would have waited if they did. But not so. So Clive Britton is away in the lead from David Dorr, yet to stop. Marcel Lecken has stopped in third. No, he hasn't stopped in third. Sorry, my apologies. Kuznetsky yet to stop. Alwyn yet to stop. Camaletto out ahead of Arella. There's Ralph Arella. Wow, all the way back there. So Camaletto, 3 seconds on Ralph Arella. Ralph's pit crew obviously on a slowdown, thinking they've won the championship already, eating pizzas. But Camaletto, see where he shakes out when Dorr comes in. Clive Britton in. I'm sure David Dorr won't be far behind him. Oh, just remembers, does David Dorr? Oh yeah, I need tyres. So David Dorr's going to have to try and make up some time here to try and make up for that mistake. Marcel Lecken should be coming in just behind them, which he is. Kuznetsky as well comes in. So all of those guys now in. Camaletto going to race Clive Britton out of the pits for the lead. Blistering stop from Camaletto. Strategy played a huge part in Jack's wins in the past. Today, no different. Absolutely nailed his pit stop. Clive Britton still in the pits. Just moving now. There's Camaletto. And there's Clive Britton. You can see the yellow car there just coming out. So Clive retains the lead of the race. Camaletto moves up to second. Arella third now. David Dorr shuffled down to fourth. Bergsma and Wood fifth and sixth. Head of Schneider seventh. Rigel had a terrible stop. He's down now in eighth. And he's got to slow down as well as he's chomping, trying to get back. Well, he really lost out in that round of pit stop. So Dorr, Rigel, the big losers there. Camaletto, big winner. Bergsman and Wood and Schneider have also done well out of it as well because Rigel's dropped down, but Audi as well 9th. Lecken's still 10th. Kuznetsky, Al, Gretschel, Binnersley, Alwyn, John D, Dennis, Jones. Charger didn't do too well there. He's 15 seconds off Jones there, so Charger struggling down there in 19th. Hodgson 20th. Pike, Marco and Irby is back there in 23rd. Well, it's taken a bit of excitement out of the race, unfortunately. The front four now all separated by a couple of seconds each. This is probably the closest battle on the track at the moment. Bergsma and Wood, 5th and 6th. Just behind them, Schneider and Rigel are pretty much close as well. And just saw the front four going through turn one. As Bergsma comes down towards it. Going to look at Klaus Schneider and Rigel as Rigel tries to snatch back a few of the places he lost in the pit stops. Nice lines through there from Klaus Schneider. Loves his DTM, Mr. Klaus. Surprised not to see his brother join in as well in this, but sure we'll see him again soon. The two of them very decent sim racers. We're just starting to close in on Camaletto. He's got it down to just over a second. Clive Britton still leads from Camaletto. Arella and Dorr. David Dorr will be kicking himself after that pit stop. Schneider getting it wild on the exit of the final corner. That's got Rigel interested down towards turn one. Schneider's good through there. Keeps his position despite the lariness. That's the gap between Camaletto and Arella. Remember, going into the stops, Arella leading from Dorr, Britton and Camaletto. That's all changed. Jet looking like he might have made a few little pressure changes on his tyres, as he seems to, his last words, seems to be a lot more stable in race 2. David Dorr, no response to this, still 3 seconds off the back of Arella. Watch for the yellow car go through underneath. That's Clive Britton. Camaletto and Arella now very, very close. Oh, Jack just getting it wrong through there. Ralph takes the opportunity. Jack with armfuls of lock as he tried to swing it through that tight right-hander, and that was all Arella needed. And Arella is through, and now chases down his old nemesis Clive Britton. 2.5 seconds though he's got to find. Let's see if Arella has got some hammer time in him. His last lap was quicker than Clive's best so far. Current quickest lap is from Arella, 32.4. David Dorr 32.5. Best Clive's managers a 32.7. Jack as well with a 32.7. They're the only guys in 32 with the exception of Schneider, who also has got a 32.7 to his name as he climbs up the field. Nice drive from Klaus Schneider. Remember, started right down the grid after his false start in race 1. Bergsman and Nigel Wood still close together, as they have been all race. Even through the pit stops, almost identical. Behind them, Schneider and Rigel. Further back though, John D. And a good look at Olwyn here. Oh. I don't think that was malicious from Olwyn there. I think he just lost the snatchback of oversteer on the exit of the final corner. And they're going to go into turn one side by side. Although John D a bit late on the brakes, can't get it turned in, so takes formation back behind Olwyn. Lecken and Audi having a good old battle again. Marcel uses the tracker more. Which is the part of the track where you can scrub your tyres clean before you have to do any sort of intricate manoeuvres. Through the final corner. Lecken follows Audi across the line. Lap 21 they're on now. Just 7.5 minutes to go. Britain leads Arella. The gap 1 second. Arella really putting some times here. Scruffy lap last time round from Britain. A 33.4. Ralph Rudd's COVID booster. Obviously having side effects that weren't written on the side of the label. It's Britain and Arella closed down to that gap there. They've pulled away from Camaletto. Davidor trying to pull it back, but he's only managed a second or so on Camaletto so far. I'm not sure if that's going to be possible. This is Bergsman and Wood close at it as well. Behind them, Schneider and Rigel still close together. You can see them there in the background. Britain and Arella go through turn one as you were. Again, last lap for Britain 33.3, Arella 32.5. So these are scruffy laps from Clive. Certainly not got the speed he had in race one. And Arella is taking full advantage of that to get right onto the back of the Irishman, and they've now got another 5.5 minutes like they had in race one. Now's the time for Clive Britton to put it out of the bag, and Ralph Arella to bring home his 8th championship for RR Leagues. Back marker ahead as well. Arella right with Clive Britton now. So respectful, Ralph Arella. You can see again Clive untidy through there. There's nowhere for Ralph to get through, so Clive saves it again. Ralph has to start again. Meanwhile, those two-way battles have now turned into one four-way battle. Bergsma, Wood, Schneider and Rigel. It's the battle for fifth. Board with 8th place man Rigel. Schneider ahead of him, ahead of Bergsma and Wood. Rigel just comes as a little sniff. And Claire Schneider. 2 leads up front though, as you were. Still that half second between them. Bergsma, Wood, Schneider go through. Let's watch Clive Britton through this section where he's been a bit scruffy over the last couple of laps. Rella obviously quicker through there, but there's just nowhere to pass unless he can do what he did to Camaletto out of that corner. He's obviously got the car set up to get really tight out of that corner. Clive Britton proving to be a different challenge. Camaletto still holding off Dorr, though David Dorr now within fighting distance of him, just 3/4 of a second between 3rd and 4th now. Rella very close on Clive Britton. I said he's respectful, but is he that respectful? Britton kicks the rear wheel of that C-Class up. Two more laps to go. On to the penultimate lap. Clive Britton tries to break the toe of Arella. Through the chicane they go. If you just put your hand up to your screen, you can almost touch Arella. Can they keep it together through here? I say they, Clive mainly, because it looks like Arella's got that section absolutely nailed on. And there they go through there. Further back in the field, Rude Dennis. He's being rude with Rich Jones. Those two batting it out further down the field in 17th and 18th. Rachel and Maddow having their own little battle up here for 12th. You've seen the battle between Bergsma, Wood, Schneider and Rigel. That's still going, but meanwhile up front, Ralph Arella. I go through the final few corners and leave them back to this madness. The back marker gets involved, gets out of the way quick, doesn't want to be involved in this. Bergsma, Nigel Wood looking up the inside, nothing doing. Schneider and Rigel waiting for the scraps behind them. Those four go down the start finish straight, almost together. It's all getting hairy and messy. But they all keep it together. Wood defends into 1 and 2. Britton and Arella, as you were. Camaletto half a second ahead of David Dorr and shrinking. Bergsma, Wood, Schneider, Rigel. Postage stamp. Clock's down to 0. Britton comes through. 3 or 4 more corners to go. And it looks like Clive Britton's going to take a 1-2, or race 1, race 2, a double win, whatever you want to call it. He's going to take both races here at Autodrome Most. But Ralph Varela is going to come home in second, pick up his 8th championship. Clive Britton comes home for the win. Ralph Varela comes home for his championship win. Congratulations to both of those guys as always. Camaletto is going to come home ahead of David Dorr for 3rd. David Dorr 4th, and then these lot, Bergsma still got Wood behind. Schneider still got Rigel behind. What a race that's between those 4. Very respectful, very clean. And they're going to come across the line, as we said, 5th, 6th, 7th and 8th. Bergsma, Wood, Schneider and Rigel. Audi comes across the line ahead of Lecken for 9th and 10th. Kuznetsky next back's going to come over for 11th. He's going to be ahead of Maddow and Gretschel, who are having their own little battle there. Looks like Maddow's going to get the better Gretschel, he does. So Maddow's going to take 12th, Gretschel 13th. Billsley fought well after that start line incident to finish 14th. Well done, Rick. John D is going to be back there in 15th. And the straggler's going to come through now. Here's Arwin back in 16th. Rich Jones not far behind him. 17th. Big gap then back to Rude Dennis. Coming through for 18th position. And again, has Rude run out of fuel? Well, there he is. He is the fleet driver of the year, making that last as long as he has. How's he going to roll it across the line before Charger catches in? 28 seconds he's going to have to do. But it looks like Rude Dennis is going to cross the line. Out of fuel. He does. So there's your final race of this, what has been a fantastic season. Thanks to RWB for hosting. Thanks to RRL for making it competitive. And there we have your final standings. Clive Britton wins race 2, takes both races at Autodrome Most. Ralph Varela finishes P2 for the 2nd time today, picks up fastest lap this race. He chased down Clive Britton after a terrible pit stop from Varela. Camaletto fought well for 3rd there, more champagne for him. David Dorr 4th, Bergsma in 5th from Wood, Schneider and Rigel. Those 4 be having a good old beer after the race. Fantastic battle between those 4. Audi 9th, Lecken 10th, Kuznetsky, Al, Gretschel, Binnersley, John D and the rest. Just time to quickly tell you about 2 new series we've got coming up at RR Leagues. The GTOs start on the 23rd, Sunday the 23rd, so join us for that. If you haven't driven a Mustang, an Audi or a Nissan 300 ZX, now's your chance. Jump in with RR Leagues. They're cracking fun to drive, even if difficult. But if you think you can drive, then jump in. We'll welcome you with open arms. Big full grid there. Also a nice big full grid for our ACC Championship. GT3 Masters round 5. Well, not round 5. It's our 5th running of that iteration. Join us on the 30th of January for round 1 there from Suzuka. There's a few slots left there as well. So you want to come and join us, hop into our Discord. All the details are there of how you can get involved in that. Anyway, nothing left more for me to say other than sorry for the late announcement of the stream. Like I said, I just see RWB couldn't do it, so I thought I'd have a go. I hope you enjoyed it. And guys, thanks for putting on such a great racing over the last 4 races of that, or 4 meetings, 8 races. It's been great to watch. And yeah, well done to Clive Britton for winning tonight, but moreover, well done to Ralph Varela. What a guy that is. 8 championships he's now won with RR Leagues. We've only run 9, so fair play to Ralph. He really is our star driver, and no different today. Congratulations, Ralph. Congratulations, Clive. In fact, congratulations all of you. It's been awesome. Anyway, I'll shut up waffling now and let you watch the stream back. Cheers, guys, and thanks again. See you on the 23rd for that GTO race. See you later. Bye.